Hey there, everybody, and welcome to our stream. Today, we're going to be doing a community sort of predictions for the Stanley Cup playoffs. They start tomorrow. It's awesome, man. This season has sailed by, and now we're going to be engaged in 2 intense months of NHL hockey. So the idea here is, well, let's just have some fun. I wanted to see who you guys think is going to win the Stanley Cup, and see if anybody predicts any crazy upsets, that sort of thing. Just kind of get a pulse for the channel. So let's just have some fun with this one. If you haven't already, we actually have our own bracket challenge. So you can see my pinned comment in the stream, and also I've put it in the video description. So if you want to join our bracket challenge, the top scorer will win a $50 Cool Hockey gift card. So you'll have a chance to save some money on an Adidas NHL jersey from a great reputable seller. They have free shipping and they run other sales and promotions. So we'll give you an additional $50 off there if you can get the top score. And also, if you join our memberships, which is as low as $3, you just tap join below. The winner of that bracket challenge, it's a separate one, they'll get a $150 value in the sense of me giving away an Adidas NHL jersey. I'm giving away a jersey to one of our members. So it's a great way to support my work. You get additional content and you could win an Adidas NHL jersey. And let's just say your chances of winning that right now are looking pretty damn good. They're actually better than 10%. So, hey, $3 for a chance to win a jersey. That's really not all that bad. There's some other stuff as part of that. But anyway, what's going on, everybody? How we doing? Toria, Simon, average bowler. Right on. What's an average bowler? A score of 99? In what world is an Adidas jersey only $150? Oh, I get mine usually for about that price. Go to Cool Hockey when they run a sale. Go to Sports K. Hey, how we doing, Evan? Great to see you here, man. Hope you're stoked for the playoffs. Eddie, aka Nick, what's going on, man? CJ, top of the morning. Hello. Thanks for hopping in here. Adelito, welcome back. All right, guys, let's just give it a few minutes. I want to make sure that folks have a chance to join here. And then basically the way that we'll do this is we'll go through the matchups one by one, and I'll run a poll. You guys vote on that. And then that way we kind of see what the community thinks going forward for the playoffs. Bon, how we doing? Thanks for hopping in here. Reminder for folks, I know that probably you guys know, but for anybody who's newer here, we're going to start tomorrow with play-by-play audio as the playoff games are happening. Occasionally somebody will actually listen to my stream, but they'll watch the game and kind of run things in sync there. It's a great way to hang out with all sorts of hockey fans, and we want you here no matter who you cheer for. I'm just rocking the Dallas gear today. I'm actually rooting for the Hurricanes, among other teams, who I'll be kind of pulling for. But yeah, I don't even have a horse in this race as a Sharks fan. But anyway, upset over what's going on? Oh, I'm saddened to hear that, Toria. I hope that it was a safe and pain-free passing. But that's family. That's family members right there. Stutzla and Hughes. Oh, Stutzla. What could have been San Jose, but you just had to trade for Erik Karlsson. Talbot, what's going on? Oh, Senators talk. I got it. But yeah, we certainly love hockey fans in all shapes and sizes, and that includes all the puppers out there. I got my best friend here, Cortana. She'll have her dedicated camera for our upcoming streams, so you don't just have to see me the whole time. But anyway, we got 21 people here. All right. I think that we'll reward those who showed up when we started things on time. Raiders for life. How we doing? And TJ Brody, I didn't even say hello to you earlier. Sebastian Aho will play in the second round. I saw that meme. That's well played. All right. Okay, let's get to the first matchup. So which conference should we start with, guys? Do you want to start with the East or go to the West, or do you want to alternate conferences? There we go. I'm already giving you a challenge here. Let me know, and then we'll start picking the matchups. Start with the West. I have a 200 bowling average. That sounds pretty magnificent to me. My top score, I think, is 170, I want to say. I never did a bowling league or anything like that. My claim to fame is I once rolled 5 strikes in a row. I bowled like, I don't know, 12 games or something one Friday night. I was just bored. Anyway, shoot, I should go do that, man. I missed that. It's been a while. Anyway, let's roll. West. Let's start with the West. Sure. Hey, I'm gonna give you guys probably more Western Conference content anyway, being here in the Pacific time zone. All right. Well, we got to start with the top matchup, right? This is so cool. Defending champions against the newest team in the NHL. What is the bracket challenge passcode? Oh shoot, did I give you guys the wrong one? I might have given you the members one, which is not my intent. Let me check. Let me check on that if you don't mind, and then we'll jump into this. Which one did I get? Oh, I gave you. I'm sorry, guys. That's my freaking mistake. Just give me one moment. I'll correct that. Oh my god. I don't want to confuse you guys. That's not right. All right. Hold on, meow. We've got the members one and we've got the open one. Twisted wrister hockey. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Join our bracket. I almost spelled it like the name of the band that was featured in Tony Hawk Underground. Join our bracket challenge for a chance. I know Chance was lurking somewhere to win a $50 cool hockey gift card. All right. Boom. There we go. Now I've got that. All right. So, and you can see it in the video description below as well. So the free one doesn't have a passcode. The members one does. But like I said, guys, your chances of winning a jersey are a lot greater than winning a $50 cool hockey gift card, at least as of now. All right, guys. So we're going to start with our first matchup, and that is the Seattle. What we'll do is we'll probably pick the winner first, and then we'll pick the games. You know what? I got an idea. All right. Avalanche versus Kraken. How about that? All right. Avalanche in 4 or 5. Kraken in 4 or 5. Avalanche in 6 or 7. Kraken in 6 or 7. Okay, let's throw up the poll. I'm actually going to keep track of all the results. All right, so sound off with your vote there. Cool Hockey is a jersey site. Yes, that's correct. Free shipping to the US and Canada too. And I think what's cool is that, there we go. Some notepad paper. What's cool with Cool Hockey is that this time of year, I remember last year, maybe the year before, they'll run a sale for teams that aren't in the playoffs or for teams that get eliminated. So they'll be like 20% off or maybe 25% off. And then you can actually add the Cool Hockey gift card on top of that. So you could come away with the jersey for like, I don't know, $70, $60, something like that. All right. And, you do you with your votes, but I would appreciate that you vote with what you think is reasonable versus just what you're hoping for. But if you do, hey, I can't tell, right? You're gonna go with Seattle. Interesting. Hey, what's intriguing here with the Kraken is that they won 2 out of 3 against Seattle. The Kraken won 2 out of 3 against Colorado, and they won the lone decision in regulation. So 2 of those games went into overtime and shootout, but the Kraken were the only ones who won a game in regulation. That's what I wanted to be. The Cale Makar injury, yeah, that's a bit of a factor. I think Seattle's mostly healthy, except for Burakovsky, but he's been out for a while, and they've been okay with him or without him in the sense that they have, what was I going to say? Just great scoring depth up and down the lineup. Top 3 likely upsets. If we're counting if we're doing the first round, I think my biggest upset that I think could happen in the first round is the Islanders over the Hurricanes. I'm not hoping for it by any means, but I just think that with Sorokin, the Hurricanes don't fare the best against elite goaltenders in the playoffs. We've seen that against the Rangers and against the Hurricanes. Winnipeg over Vegas. I heard somebody else say that. I'm not giving the Jets as much of a chance, but I don't watch the Jets very much. I think, you know what? I was really high on the Stars heading into this year, and they've been pretty much the team that I expected them to be, which is good. And yet, there's something about the Wild. Their defense, their goaltending specifically, has been really good. And I don't know. I have this weird suspicion that they're going to catch some people by surprise. I don't have a third upset in mind particularly. Um, yeah, some people might think the Rangers should be favored over the Devils. I don't know. I personally would pick the Devils though, I think. All right. So we'll give you guys about we got 26 votes. Let's give you guys about 20 more seconds to cast your vote if you haven't already. Yeah. Public bracket. Oh yeah, yeah. CGI. I think it's good to not be consistent. But I would say be more bold in the public one because that's going to have a lot more people entered anyway. We want Cortana? Here, yeah. I need to get a new USB cable today, a new USB-C cable in order to hook up her her camera. But yeah, Cortana camera is going to be back tomorrow. But there she is. We were just at the park, and she was a very, very good girl. Unfortunately, no squirrels for her to chase today. All right, there we go. Okay. Let's wrap this up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and hi, everybody. All right. You ever play that game, The Simpsons Hit and Run? Or no, Simpsons Road Rage. And they also did Hit and Run. I learned how to like try to do Simpsons imitations through that game. All right, let's end this poll. The return of playoff streams. Well, thank you. Yeah. So we'll be back doing play-by-play. Evan, I see your boo earlier. All right. So what were the results there? Wait. What? Wait. I'm sorry. What? Where's the poll? Oh, there we go. Okay. You like Flanders? Chance, have you ever listened to what are they called? I know that they made a song called White Wine Spritzer. Oakley Dokley. There's like this kind of like post-hardcore band called Oakley Dokley, and they all dress up as Ned Flanders. All right, so here we got oh, interesting. The Avalanche are split between 40 or between 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Okay. All right, well that's fair. I didn't even show you my bracket. Let's go with the Colorado Avalanche, and then I'll say, just based on that, I'll say that the consensus here is Avs and 6. Let's just say that. Nice hat, Dan. Yeah, Dan. I was like, wait a second. I've had these for a couple of weeks. I need to wear them. So I wanted to rock that, and especially because you got the blackout jersey, which was kind of a member gift from Joey Donuts. All right. All right. Yeah. Maybe I need to run a separate stream just trying to imitate various cartoon characters. The members could put up with me for that, I think. All right, let's do a poll for the next matchup. We're going to go to the Dallas Stars and the Minnesota Wild. All right, so we're going to do what now? We're going to do Stars in 4 or 5. Wild in 4 or 5. Stars in 6 or 7. Wild in 6 or 7. I don't really think the games for each series, I don't think that's going to matter all that much to you guys. But anyway, how do on earth do people like the neon jerseys? Dude, I love it. I love neon green. I've always loved neon green, and I like that it's a little bit different for the NHL. But yeah, for people who don't like it, hey, I understand, right? Like hockey used to be a game of sweaters, like actual sweaters, and you would never see anything like this being worn back then. Wilder Sleepers says Kingston Vlach. You know what? Yeah, I'm not. It's strange. I'm not like the biggest believer in the Wild, but considering they got really good goaltending this season, especially down the stretch from both Fleury and Gustafsson, and Boldy picked up kind of the slack that Fiala had left behind. So I don't know. I think that Dallas is a good team, and they got DeBoer. DeBoer does great in his first year with each team, but I don't know. I'm hoping that Minnesota fans have something to cheer for because the Vikings just have never ever been that. Ottinger for the win. Yeah, I mean, hey, you can combat my argument with Jake Ottinger because we've seen that proof point, right? All right. Yeah, it's great seeing you all back here, and you can see it on my channel's homepage. But yeah, we've got 4 streams lined up for Monday through Thursday. So we're gonna do tomorrow, game 1, Oilers and Kings. The next day is going to be Kraken and Avalanche. Then we're going to go to the Eastern Conference. We'll do game 2 between the Bruins and Panthers, and then we'll do game 2 between the Devils and the Rangers. Just FYI. Life is cold and sad in Minnesota. State of hockey. I wish they would. I wish they would do some more with that state of hockey branding. I demand an entire stream with me doing groundskeeper while yeah. I love making my doing my stereotypical Scotsman voice. The Stars train in the West, the green ones, right? It's the all green matchup. Devils and Rangers will be so fun to watch. Yeah, I'd say that the 2 matchups I'm looking forward to the most are the Devils and the Rangers, and the Kraken and the Avalanche. And part of that's because I live pretty much in Kraken territory. Although there are lots of Colorado folks over here. All right. Panthers will sweep the Bruins. Oh man. That would top the 2019 sweep of the Lightning even more. Just because of how the Panthers barely got in the playoffs. The Blue Jackets were actually a pretty good team that year, even though they were a wild card. All right, we got 42 votes. Let's wrap this up in about 10 seconds, folks. The Kings are going to get past 1, says Raiders for life. Man, I mean, I'd be pretty blown away if the if the Kings can get by McDavid and Draisaitl with what they've done this season. But LA's better than they were last year, and they're riding a hot goaltender. So, although I'm sold on the Oilers for that series, I can't say that you're going to be wrong either. I don't think Boston is going to sweep. Look at what Washington did to the Panthers last year. Yeah, I mean, as long as Carter Verhaeghe's in the lineup, they have a chance, right? It's Kraken and Knights fans in Boise. Yeah, I would think so, right? The Rangers. Yeah, I'll get to that when we vote on that series. It's coming up later, but I've watched a lot of Devils this year, and I talked about this in my preview video. They do kind of remind me of the Avalanche in how they pressure teams in the defensive zone exceptionally well. So they hang on to the puck, and they don't give up all that many chances. So as long as they don't get into stupid penalties, I actually think that the Devils will win that series. Not saying that the Rangers don't have weapons, and Shesterkin played really well down the stretch too. So I'm sure it's going to largely be a nail biter. Excuse me. All right, let's go to it's going to be Jack Eichel's first playoff game ever. And let me know if you guys hear anything on Mark Stone because he's practicing. I know that. Okay, this is interesting. So y'all think Dallas, but there were still a fair amount of votes for Minnesota in a close series, supposedly. All right, so we've got Stars in. I'm going to say because Minnesota, the 6 or 7 finished second, I'm going to chalk that up to Stars, but in 7. All right, so we'll get Avs and Stars in the next round. Oilers' chances to win the cup are inflated. I mean, they've been. I saw that they were the favorite even before they got really, really hot. They were the favorite in the West. Basically, like Money Puck was saying, it was going to be a 2006 rematch between the The Oilers and Kings. Hey, CJ, what's up, man? Not a paid sponsorship. Being a member is awesome. Oh, thank you kindly, good sir. I'm not going to say he's wrong. All right, let's see here. Knights and Jets. You had expectations for Calgary. Oh, boy, don't get me started on the Flames. They were my preseason cup winner, to give you guys an idea. All right, I'm just typing in the poll options here. Muso Steven, welcome. All right, guys, next poll. Oh, wait. Did my internet just go down or something? What's going on here? Why did the bracket challenge just collapse? Maybe it's a traffic issue on their website. We'll get that loaded back up. Really? I have to do this again? Fine. The Twisters. There we go. All right, so we got the Kraken. We got the Stars. Let's get to our next one here. How's my weekend been? It's been a little exhausting. Just getting my playoff preview video out was pretty taxing. So after this stream today, I'm just gonna coast it. But yeah, I'm hanging in there. Which playoff matchup excites you the most? Anyway, Oilers has an easier run. They played well against the Eastern teams. Interesting. Huberdeau was a huge disappointment. Yeah, Cypher. God, night and day difference from what he did last year when he was, I think, pretty much a Hart Trophy candidate. Coast to coast, what's good? Which matchup has you excited the most? Ron Hextall protected Jeff Carter over Jared McCann. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, I think, at that time, especially Pens fans, like they liked McCann quite a bit. I was like, whoa, God, Carter at his age, he's 35, but he's still getting it done. I mean, he like this Renaissance season. That's smart to sign him to a 3-year deal. Yeah, it's just for my predictions, man. Just this last year has been horribly shameful. Knights versus Bruins in the finals. Yeah, the Cassidy versus Montgomery, right? Kings and Bruins do well. I mean, yeah, I don't think that the Kings. I think that they have some good ingredients for making a deep run with having Corpusalo there. Will Quick be a net for Vegas? I don't think so, Rails. I think that initially, I would say it's Brossoit, considering he's the healthiest of their goaltenders, and he played really well. Helping them secure the division. He almost looks like it was a 1A 1B situation in Winnipeg. The way that he finished the season for them. Hopefully, my Devils prediction is wrong too. Exactly right. Oh, there's so much garbage coming out my mouth. Current favorite player in the league? Good question. I'm a big TJ Oshie fan. Even though he's not like my favorite to watch, I really like him as a dude. He's a good dude. And he's also clutch. Why would they not choose Thompson? Isn't Thompson still kind of a little bit hampered by something? I would start Corpusalo Raiders for life. All right. So let's see here. We have 50 votes. Okay, let's close this out in about 10 seconds. Vegas will dominate, but don't count out the Wild. Thank you, Coast to Coast. That's kind of you. That's something that I don't take for granted, man. I do try to get better. Say Knights and 4. Damn. I don't know. Something scares me about Vegas in the sense that like it's almost like they're waiting to play their card, right? With like Stone returning to the lineup possibly. But Hellebuyck could be the difference maker, yes. All right, let's go close this out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Vegas gets 74% of the votes. I just wrote Kings. It's very similar to Knights, by the way, when you're writing it out. Yeah, so that would be Knights in 6, it looks like. All right. Thank you, Dwight. That's cool of you. I appreciate that. You know, like I said, I'll be wrong. I don't mind people saying that, having a friendly debate with me about that sort of thing. Um, all right, last up, we got the Oilers and the Kings. What's the best first round matchup? I'm Pasternak lover. I'm all about the Devils and Jets, or not Devils and Jets, Devils and Rangers. I don't know why I said Devils and Jets. Maybe because I was looking at the Jets logo just now. Maybe that was just me going Nostradamus and saying that's going to be the Stanley Cup final. I got 5 on it. Rolling with that Indoe. All right. I think Devils and Rangers. That's the one I've got my eye on, and I think I think the Wild and Stars series could be pretty close too. It's going to be pretty low scoring though. All right, next up we got the Oilers and the Kings. All right, let's see here. Devils Jets would be a disappointing final. Who knows? All right, Oilers and Kings. Let's say Oilers in 4 or 5. Oh, yeah, Kings in 4 or 5. Oilers in 6 or 7. This was a really good series last year. Kings in 6 or 7. All right. Here we go. Vegas versus Jets for the West. Devils versus Rangers in the East. The Jets are a New York team too. Fair. Although the Jets are a New Jersey team, right? McJesus going to go off. Yeah, I mean, you saw what he did in the playoffs last year. What's it going to be this time? Depressing playoffs. He's a Penguins fan. It's pretty it's like it finally arrived. It's almost surreal with the Penguins and the Capitals out of the playoffs. Hyman could be a big difference in the series. Well, yeah, you need a compliment to. I mean, he's a great compliment to McDavid, right? In the sense that he's got the net front presence. Rick, how you doing? If anyone can pull off an upset, it'd be Winnipeg. When was the last time Winnipeg? Because like in 2018 they weren't they like the first or second in the Western Conference, right? But I love when somebody does kind of come out of nowhere like that, and I'm like, wait, the Jets were that good all along? Hey, what's going on, JZ? How you doing? How you doing? Uh, nice Stars hat. Thank you. Oh, Stiders. uh, playoffs. Wait, this playoffs will be crazier than any other one. Well, I agree. I don't think that there's anything that sticks out to me in this playoffs per se, but if you have some justifications, by all means, let me know. And by the way, I know that there are lots of great comments flying around, so just tag me or toss a couple bucks in the super chat, so then that way I know to read your comment. Greetings from the Netherlands. Wow. All right, a Dutch hockey fan. That excites me. You must be a fan of Daniel Sprong. I don't know, just a random guess. Jets could do it. Yeah, they were much better down that stretch after Rick Bowness had that talk with the team or called them out after they lost to the Sharks. Kings and 4 is coming. Oh God. I got to pray to the hockey gods that doesn't happen. All right, let's close this out in about 10 seconds, guys and gals. Dwight says Dallas Boston would be sick too. That would be the hockey guy dream Stanley Cup final, right? Salad bars, yes. Maybe it's because you're a Bruins fan and they are insane right now. Oh, interesting. Well, yeah. Confidence is good. You just don't want to be overly cocky. We saw how it went for Tampa, but I think the Bruins. See, the thing is that Tampa needed to get humbled 4 years ago to go on their run. The Bruins, Like they're not at that point in their franchise with that core, right? They've been down this road many times, so I don't think it's gonna that's gonna happen for them. Tilburg Trappers. I've never heard of them. I wonder what their logo looks like. Oh, okay, I like their logo. They've got a buck, right? Some antlers. Okay, here we go. Let's close this out. All right, the consensus here, or the plurality is, or the majority in this case, is Oilers in 6. I mean, like that's going to be like 6 games is probably what we're going to pick for just about all of these. Just watch the Oilers win the cup in a simulation. Oilers 10, Tampa 7 in the third period. I don't know. Do you guys think that the Lightning are capable of scoring 7 goals in a Stanley Cup final game? Personally, I don't. All right. All right. So we got the Oilers. So we got all the favorites. That's not a big surprise, but you know what? That could change when we get to the second round. All right, guys. We've talked about the nice sticker there, Mike. All right. Let's go to the Eastern Conference, and we'll start with the Bruins and Panthers. All right. Bruins in 4 or 5. I know that some people will definitely pick that. Panthers in 4 or 5. Wouldn't that be something? Bruins in 6 or 7. Got those. 6 or 7. All right. Here comes the next poll, everybody. 2 playoff rematches and a freeway series. Yeah, because you got Oilers, Kings, and Lightning, Leafs. Right. Would love to see the Bruins pull a 2019 Tampa. I mean, I love like crazy upsets happening. And even though I'm not going to jump on the team that's favored to win, it will be very special if the Bruins pull this off. Let's be honest and win it all. Bruins in 3. I see how it is. Crazy upset. Oh, with the Panthers if they were to win. You know, the Panthers, I'm curious to see if they keep it going with Alex Lyon in goal. He wasn't like a world beater out there, but he did kind of will this team to secure a playoff spot. Oh, Nora, what's going on? Yes. Yeah, all of these games are not very European friendly with when they start. Will I have a video going out on my predictions? Blake Sim, I don't think so. My thing is that I spend a lot of time working on an individual video, so I just don't really have the time to put that out right now, especially since I have to work on my video for Sudden Death Sports. That's my second channel, and those are like mini sports documentaries, so they take 80, 100 hours easily. So I gotta focus my attention on that right now. But I'll probably do predictions for the second round. I'll probably make like a season or a series preview for all the second round matchups, or I'll make, individual videos and I'll do some predictions for that. That's what I've done before, and I like doing that. It's been a lot of fun this season. As a Sharks fan, Erik Karlsson has given me a fun season. And this time of year, I've gotten really back into the spirit of following hockey, the NHL, over the last couple of weeks. So I'm ready for it too. I'm embracing it quite a bit. Yeah, 2 or 3 a.m. for those start times. All right. I see this as being a sweep. Bertuzzi's going to be dangerous in the playoffs. Yeah, how's he worked out for the Bruins so far? I honestly don't know. All right, we've got 62 votes. I'll give you guys about 15 seconds, okay? A video on potential upsets to look for this year. I mean, that's a great idea too. It's just I don't have the time to like produce a video right now when I'm going to be doing the streams. And like basically last month I worked on this video for my other channel that took me like 130 hours to make. So it's just like, it seems so easy, right? And then I get into this trap of trying to make everything look pretty, you know? But yeah, I mean, I'm happy to weigh in. Why does the bracket site keep going down? This is not fun. Uh the technical issue here. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for understanding. Uh but like this preview video I made that I published yesterday, that was at least a 25-hour project, just to give you an idea. All right. Let's see here. We picked all the favorites here. We got okay. Oh, they want me to show the games. Okay, we had Avs in 6, it could be 5. We had the Knights in 6. We have the Stars in 7. We have the Oilers in 6. That's kind of me kind of gauging your thoughts on this. Okay, we got the Bruins. Oh boy. It's going to be Bruins in 5. Bruins in 5. All right. That is what we're looking at here. All right. All right. Now we've got the Lindholm. Yeah, I mean, for what he had to do, kind of taking over the decor when McAvoy started the season injured, he was doing everything out there. At least the numbers would tell me that. All right, let's go to our next matchup. Bertuzzi's got a bit of a Lucic to him, and I mean, a much faster skating Lucic. A little wily out there. Thank you, Dan. That's cool that you can like have your messages highlighted like that. I like that. All right. Next matchup is yes, Maple Leafs and Lightning. I'm gonna call them the Bolts here because say Leafs Lightning, you might accidentally just click on one versus the other. All right, here it comes, everybody. You're gonna Pasternak, you're gonna predict the Leafs. You're making some bets with your friends on the series. Not so sure. I think the Panthers could take it to 6 games. I'm glad that this was something that that Flying Fluffy Hockey and his supporters were talking about. His viewers. He's a Panthers channel, and I have like regular interactions with them. I'm glad that they're glad the Panthers are taking on the Bruins and not the Hurricanes. I think that like when you look at the matchup, I think the Panthers could hang with how the Bruins play versus the Hurricanes, but still, there's a good chance they could still get swept, right? But I don't know. I think that underdog mentality could actually help Florida a little bit. Tampa, yeah. So last year I remember picking Tampa in 7. This year, I I don't think the Leafs are that much better than they were last season. They could have a better chance in goal, which is good. Tampa's defense, it was ranked 6th in the NHL the previous 2 seasons in goals against average. And Vasilevsky was largely the same between last year and this year. Bolts fans, correct me if I'm wrong. And they slid all the way to 15th this year. I know their backup goaltending wasn't anywhere near as good, even though Elliott, I think, was on the roster as the backup last year. But yeah, I think that they're a little bit more vulnerable there this year. So I would take Toronto, but in 7. It's gonna have to happen in 7. All right. How many votes we got for this one? Okay, so far you guys are siding with Toronto, but we got 49 votes, so keep them coming, guys. What do you mean the Leafs aren't much better? Yeah, O'Reilly's a great difference maker. I agree with you there. New profile. Oh, good one, Rick. I like that one. Have guys that will finish checks and go on the forecheck. Yeah, I think it's important that they're it's. I saw the way that like Stamkos in recent playoff runs has been like not just blocking shots, but he's also been hitting. Like McDavid was hitting as well. I want to see more of that from like the top guys for Toronto. Thanks, Blake. Much appreciated. How excited will I be for the Sabres next season? Yeah, I think that they're going to be a sexy pick to not just make the playoffs, but maybe even go a little bit further than that. Jeannot is out for Tampa too. Yeah, it's such a weird dichotomy there with how he played for Nashville last year, and then this season he just fell off a cliff, like production wise. The Leafs will find some way to lose. I'm not saying that you're wrong. Hey, what's up, Bill? Thanks for popping in, man. All right, we got 61 votes. Let's close this out in about 10 seconds, guys. I won. I don't need to send the hoodie. I got lucky. Oh, did I say the Penguins were going to miss the playoffs? Well, thanks for the super chat. Let's throw it down for Mr. Thompson here in the super chat or in the chat window here. A dear. So, who do you root for NHL wise? That's the battleground, right? All right, let's close this out now. Leafs 52%. Okay. Leafs in 6 or 7. All right, and because Tampa got 33% to go 6 or 7, I'm going to say let's say Leafs in 7 in this one. Let's get Toronto. Hopefully the bracket challenge website doesn't crash on me again. All right. Oilers are a sleeper cup favorite. I think they're a pretty sexy pick at this point, considering they only lost one game in regulation in their last 15. Yeah. Let's go to the next matchup. We've got the Hurricanes and the Islanders. In OSHA. All right, man. I'll catch you later. Hey, I'll be on the call on the broadcast for Game 1, Avs and Kraken. All right, let's see here. We got the Isles in 6 or in 5 or 6, I should say. 4 or 5. Canes in 6 or 7. Isles in 6 or 7. All right, here comes the next poll. Yeah, 93 people. Oh, hey, thanks, Mike. And yeah, actually, our members, this is more of a reminder for members, but we are doing a members hangout for Game 1 between the Devils and Rangers. A hangout. I won't be doing play by play because I got to rest my voice for later that evening because we'll do on this channel, we'll do Kraken and Avalanche Game 1 for everybody. But yeah, people are sleeping on Carolina. You know, so this is the one, guys. And Dwight kind of points this out here. The Islanders have the better. I'm not highlighting comments because I'm actually manning the chat on YouTube, not StreamYard. But yeah, I was gonna say what kind of concerns me here is that the Hurricanes. I like how Kotkaniemi added some needed offense for this team, but they're still not that good on the power play. I don't think their goaltending is any better. Well, excuse me. I take that back. Freddie's healthy. That's good. But knock on wood, by the way. But I see what happens when they just get stoned by the Lightning and by the Rangers, no matter how many shots they put on goal. And they're missing Svechnikov. Pacioretty, he basically didn't play for them this year. I think that they had a missed opportunity to land a big fish at the deadline. And I think I know they got Aho, that he's a pretty big fish in his own right. I think that if any wild card pulls off an upset in the first round this year, I've got the Islanders. And it sucks because I want the Hurricanes to win it all. But maybe that will help. Maybe the Hurricanes will be like, oh, I see what you're doing there, Nick. Do I trust Lane Lambert to outcoach Rod Brindamore? That's a great counter. 50 shots every game and no goals. I think that kind of sums it up. Freddie is good for two things. Carolina takes a lot of low cal shots. I mean, part of that, right, is because they actually do use their defensemen a fair bit offensively. And it's paid off for them really well. Got 100 people, right on. The crazy shot differentials are frustrating. Yeah. Who's going to score more points, Aho or Aho? But yeah, like I said, I hope I'm wrong. Carolina doesn't have the goaltending to keep up. I wonder if there's any plan to, like, I don't say give Anderson a short leash. I don't think that's fair at this point to say that. Pull your Yarvi. I haven't looked at the numbers, but from what I've seen in my limited time, right, he hasn't done a whole lot. Not that he gets, top line minutes or anything like that. Who's the net for the Islanders? Well, it should be Sorokin. But even if he falters, Varlamov had a great year too, At least the Canes didn't trade everybody away to get Puljujarvi. But yeah, I was, guys, earmuffs to the Devils fans. I was saying this whole year, I was like, please, Timo, go to the Canes. Pool party. Rick. The guy couldn't score without McDavid. One point, like 20 games. Wow. All right. We got 76 votes. Let's give you guys about 10 more seconds. Interesting. The Canes did pretty well against Sorokin. And I mean, the Canes won the last 3 meetings between the teams, and I think those were all in regulation. I read that wrong. He couldn't score with McDavid. Puljujarvi. Yeah, I'm not going to debate that. I think that holds up. All right. For some practice pucks and a postcard. Hey, you know what? I got the Devils going to the conference final this year, so who knows? The Sharks could get another first rounder for next year if they do that. All right, let's close this out. I'm gonna say since there was 34% for the Islanders to go in 6 or 7, I'll say that we're picking the Canes, but we'll say that goes to 7 games. All right. What about AC Mont? I think I just wishfully read that out loud. My bad. All right. So we're picking all the favorites so far, but here this one could change. This one could change. Is Cortana excited? She's kind of getting tired of the Sharks missing the playoffs, to be honest. I'll cut to Cortana in just a second. Let me just get this poll up first. All right. We've got the Devils and the Rangers, man. This is going to be so freaking fun to watch. Devils in 4 or 5. Rangers in 4 or 5. And Rangers fans, especially if you were watching my channel last year, you know that I counted them out like right from the get-go. I was also very salty that with Jacob Trouba, I'll say, that Crosby was concussed and couldn't help them finish things off in that series. All right, here's the poll, and let me show you Cortana. Let's cut to my baby girl over here. There she is. Oh, there's a good girl. Everybody say hi to Cortana. Yeah, so we'll have the Cortana camera set up for tomorrow. I just gotta run to Best Buy and get myself another USB cable. And maybe a mouse. I've been editing all my videos with a trackpad. That is not helping me at all. No, the damn site crashes again. Come on, man. God. NHL.com, get your ish together. All right, we'll get back to the bracket. Let me just click this. We got 130 people signed up for our bracket challenge. For those coming in just recently, make sure you see the see my pinned chat message, or you can see the video description if you want to join my bracket challenge, because the winner, oh, Mike, dude, you're too kind, man. Everybody throw it down for Mike in the chat. I don't know. I need to work on my hotkeys here. Can I? Huh. All right. Where's my bracket? All right, let's see here. Let's go to the dashboard. That's the one. That's the one that we're working with. Of course, I have to do this whole damn thing again. All right, we got Colorado. We've got Dallas. Wait. Oh, I was editing my other one. I'm sorry, guys. I appreciate your patience here. Wait. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. There we go. Okay. This damn thing keeps crashing on me. It's not helping the experience for you guys. Or wait, we're talking about Devils and Rangers. So use guys. 6, 6, 7, 6. That's everybody making their picks. All right, Leafs, Hurricanes, and what do we have here? All right. The face painter. Oh, David Putty. All right, how many votes we got in here, everybody? Get a jersey for each playoff team. That's a project that I don't think I can commit to. Oh my god, look at this, guys! It's like virtually tied. Keep those votes coming in. Sport Gaming going for the Devils. Cannot beat a rejuvenated Patrick Kane. They will have a better chance next year. Yeah, I mean the Devils. It should only get better for them, right? What's the passcode to join? Ryan, I probably shared the wrong league with you. I'm going to I'll post that in just a moment here. Let me just check on the my URL, because originally I sent you to our members league, but that's not the one that I'm talking about. Let's see here. That is this one here. There we go. Wait, can I share the damn thing? All right. There we go. It should be this one. So yeah. All right. All right, we got 91 votes. Let's close this out in 10 seconds. It's pretty damn close. Which first round matchup? This is the one that I'm excited for the most. This one in the East, and then for the West, I would say Kraken and Avalanche. Just to see the Kraken in the playoffs is pretty cool. Straight up, Owen. Straight up. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With 48% of the votes, it's the Rangers. Okay, that's the first lower seed winning. All right, that's Rangers in 7 though, for sure, because that was like one of the closer ones that we've had so far. All right, Rangers in 7, Leafs in 7, Hurricanes in 7, and Bruins in 5. We'll roll with that. All right, so we've actually done half of the matchups already. Now we can do the second round. All right, let's actually go to the Eastern Conference because we did the West first. We'll do the East first now. Okay. All right. All right. Let's go with the Bruins and the Toronto Maple Leafs. All right. It's going to be really interesting. I don't know. I would say next year, but keeps being delayed. Like eventually that division is going to invert itself completely, right? With the progress that all of the bottom 4 teams made. Even Montreal made some progress. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. I did a typo there. I meant Leafs in 6 or 7. My bad. Hold on. I put 3 entries for the Bruins. That might be a Freudian slip, honestly. But yeah, I'll correct that. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Why is the audio stream bitrate so bad? That's okay. I'm going to hardwire my internet for tomorrow. All right. Bruins versus Leafs. Here we go. Okay. Bruins in 4 or 5. Leafs in 4 or 5. Bruins in 6 or 7. Leafs in 6 or 7. There we go. Now it's looking correct. Okay. I probably still made a damn typo. All right, Owen. Catch you later, man. The Bruins are getting swept. Damn. If they get swept in any round, that will be shocking. Pretty much. Unless the Avalanche have like everybody back. I don't know. Um, all right. What's it looking like? If the Lightning face the Bruins, you would take Tampa. I mean, there's some out there who just don't want to bet against Tampa because when they see what happens when they do. That's fair. Yeah, Tampa is just kind of like the undead. They just keep coming back when you think that they're down and out for good. The Leafs won't win against Boston. I personally can't see that happening as well. Avs are not as strong as this year. Yeah, if they got everybody back, that would make a difference. But they're not going to have Landeskog, so I still think they could still go to the final. I think, but they would need like Makar to be healthy to start, right? Although I saw them recently play against Edmonton, and their defense against McDavid was really good. All right, catch you later, Rails. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow night. That's right. All right, we got 68 votes. Keep them coming. I just hope the website stays up. All right. I'll give you guys 15 more seconds on the poll. High hopes for the future of San Jose? I don't. It's going to be another 4 bad years probably. I'm also concerned that the Sharks eventually are going to get relocated. They don't have to be sold, but yeah. I think that they're just they're having problems with ticket sales revenue, a ton. Biz, what's going on? You think the Rangers are going all the way? It's gonna be. Who knows? In the Devils could. I think that series goes deep either way. Thank you for giving you Timo. You're welcome. Take good care of him. All right. Quinn can't help them. Yeah, yeah. Sharks sold to Quebec. This is the age old debate, right? I don't see that happening just because of the strength of the Canadian dollar versus the US dollar. And I don't know. There have been like rumors about the Jets being in trouble and like their market is about the same size as Quebec, right? I don't know too much about all that though. I just don't think that's going to happen. All right, what is the poll here? So we got the Bruins with 46% of the vote. They also got 22% for 4 or 5. So in the second round, we're going to say Bruins in 6. All right. Let's go here. All right. Next matchup, we've got the Hurricanes and we've got the Rangers. Oh, second round rematch from last year. Rangers in 6 or 7. Excuse me, Canes in 6 or 7. Put the favorite first, or the higher seed first. All right. I think no typos this time. There we go. I'm giving you a typo-free guarantee. How has Kane been in New York? How has he been in New York, actually? These are just the numbers here, but with the Rangers, he's played 19 games. He's got 5 goals and 7 assists. 3 of his 5 goals have been on the power play. His ice time has been significantly less than what he got in Chicago, but it's still pretty good. So, I think he's just getting warmed up, right? And I mean, has Kane won a Conn Smythe before? Actually, I don't think he has. Maybe that's the last thing he has to do for his Hall of Fame career. I don't know. Spicy boy, what's going on? Shoot, I think that I might have given you the wrong. Let me check this out because you shouldn't have to enter a password. I don't think. I'll give you the link one more time and let me know if it's still asking you for a password. They still have to figure out the power play. It was ranked 7th in the NHL, but I don't know how it's been down the stretch. All right, 55 votes. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Hi, Cortana. Of course, my dog. My dog always loves to bother me when she's like, "You're talking to everybody else so much. Why aren't you talking to me?" Yeah, you're being such a good girl, though. All right. Kane won the 13 Smythe. Okay. So I think Keith won one too, right? And Taves, or did Crawford win one? I don't know. All right. All right, guys. I'll give you about 15 seconds to cast your vote if you haven't already. All right. Let's close this out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cortana, I'll get to you in a little bit, all right? Just chill. All right. So this one's very overwhelmingly in favor of New York. Rangers in 6. It's pretty convincing there. Okay, Rangers in 6 and Bruins in 6 to meet in the conference final. There they are. There they are. All right. All right. Okay. Let's go to the next matchup in the Western Conference. In this case, it's the Avalanche. And we also have them taking on the Dallas Stars. All right. Avalanche versus Stars. Here he pauses the stream. All right. Avs in 4 or 5. Stars in 4 or 5. Avs in 6 or 7. Stars in 6 or 7. All right. New poll. Let's roll. All right. Stars and Avs. I thought this would be the second round matchup before the season started. The goalie for the Stars is so much better. I mean, Ottinger, we've seen what he can do in the postseason, but Georgiev was awesome this year. He was really good. So, and you know, with the Avs, right? They don't have to have like the best goaltender out there to. I mean, at least last year they didn't need that in order to win because they could just hang on to the puck so well, create turnovers and that sort of thing. Yeah. You think the Stars would be hungrier? I mean, of course, they got Ben, Sagan, Suter, and Pavelski, right? Well, but Sagan won a cup already, but that was so long ago. Dallas is Colorado's kryptonite. Depends on how healthy Cale Makar is. I mean, yeah, I think that's a pretty fair point, right? If he comes back and he's feeling good, that's a huge addition to their lineup. And I mean, the guy can just take over, right? Robertson, he's a good very good power play weapon. And you know, Dallas, people will still say, well, yeah, but can the secondary scoring, right? Can Jamie Benn keep it up? Can they lean on Wyatt Johnston, the rookie for them, out indefinitely? Yeah. I haven't seen anything different, Dustin. Unexpected source: Makar is there, McDavid. Maybe I need to kind of, I don't know. I might need to clarify that better. When I said that Makar can take over when he's on the ice, that doesn't mean that he's always like carrying the puck for them, though. I don't know. I think like maybe this is me just watching the power play, but like McKinnon always has the puck on the power play. I don't know. Verbal diarrhea from my end. I mean, look at Nathan McKinnon right in the last game. Has a hat trick and scores the winner against Nashville with like 2 minutes left. I mean, I think that Nathan McKinnon always looks like the most determined player on the ice. Damn it, stupid bracket challenge website. You are so awful. You are spare parts. I have to do this whole thing again. Oh my gosh. The twisters. All right. We'll close this out in just a minute. You were impressed with Nashville? I mean, down the stretch, their roster was so depleted, and they made themselves relevant for a while. All right, I got to do this whole damn thing again. What was this? 6, 6, 7, 6. This was Bruins, Leafs, Canes, Rangers, to make sure that we're on the same page there. All right, that was what? 7. Crap. 7, 7. This was 5. Bruins was 5. Excuse me. Yeah, Fiona, good point. Comfer, I heard Comfer's name in about a week ago. Elliot Friedman was saying that Comfer, I think it was Friedman. I don't know if it was Merrick, but I think it was Friedman was saying that Comfer should get some Selke Trophy consideration. That was that's a very high praise, I would say. Let me just say that. All right, let's close this out pretty soon, guys. How many folks or how many votes? We have 80 votes. Let's close this out in 10 seconds. If the Avs and Oilers meet again, you would take the Oilers. They're far better than last year, and the Avs, with their injury problems, are kind of behind the 8 ball. I mean, yeah, the Oilers obviously are riding just this crazy. It's not an unbeaten streak, but it's very close to it, right? Just one regulation loss in their last 15, and their best players have taken another step forward, which that's pretty scary. And I do like Skinner more than, their goaltending situation going into last year. All right, close this out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, still pretty close, but in this case, you guys have the Dallas Stars in 7. Stars in 7. All right. And then for our last second round matchup, we've got the Oilers and the Knights. Do I think the Panthers have a chance against the Bruins? I'm counting them out a little bit too much. I do watch Florida fairly frequently. I liked how they played. I don't necessarily think they got more open-ended with their attack, but they were able to cash in a lot more down the stretch. If Duclair can find his game, then that's a big addition too. But yeah, I'll say the Bruins win, but I'll give 2 games for the Panthers. All right. We got the Oilers versus the Knights. No, excuse me. We've got the Knights versus the Oilers. The Knights are the higher seed. For 5, Oilers in 4 or 5. Knights in 6 or 7. Oilers in 6 or 7. All right. Here we go. You guys pick the Rangers over the Canes. Let history repeat itself, I guess. Oh, that's right, Kirby. The Draisaitl was playing injured last year. I forgot about that, just because he still looked pretty damn good. Will Quick start? I don't think so. I think that they would start Brossoit. I think they would start Brossoit because he's healthy, and he played really well to get them the division title. Not to mention he'll be motivated. He'll be fired up to face the Jets, considering that's where he was last year. Nick Waugh and Kessel will be playing? Right, I would think so, yeah. And go with Quick because of his experience? Yeah, I mean, who knows? We might see 3 different goaltenders for the Knights. If, Logan Thompson can get healthy. Yeah, that's a good point from Igloos about Sam Bennett. That would definitely help their center depth. All right, how many votes do we have so far? 66. Keep them coming. Oh, thank you, Igloos. That's pretty rad of you. I mean, I like the Panthers, so I'm sure we'll get along just fine. How do I feel about Keller? Honestly, I really just don't watch the Coyotes that much, so I can't form a strong opinion, but I think that he's probably doing something that warrants a lot more credit from the media and content creators and that sort of thing. He just tied the all-time points mark in a single season for Arizona, and he's got his best years ahead of him. So, yeah, he's probably a stud. Shame on me for not following the Yotes. I'll just be honest with you guys. He's a legit star in the NHL. Yeah, I mean, like, think about who his line mates are, right? You think Tampa can upset? You think that they could actually, like, get through Boston if they meet in the second round? All right, how many votes? All right, 79 votes. Let's close this out in about 15 seconds. Rangers and Oilers in the final. Hey, as garbage as my predictions were to start this year, they were just horrible. I did pick the Rangers to go to the final this year, though. If the Knights get hot and goal, they take Game 7. Okay. I mean, the goaltending already. If the goaltending holds up the way it has, with Bressois or even yeah, I mean, like they could. I'm scared that Vegas is going to do damage. As a Sharks fan, I'm scared, honestly. All right, let's close this out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Yeah, Fiona, I would say that. I mean, the Oilers are the sexy pick, right? They're the hottest team going into the postseason. So I'm not too surprised that people are picking them to win. Oilers in 6 games. All right. So now we've got our conference final. Wow. We've got the Stars and the Oilers. We've got the Bruins and the Rangers. Okay. At least we got one Canadian team in there, right? All right. Let's go to the Western Conference final. We've got the Oilers and the Stars. I wasn't really watching the NHL at this time, but those teams actually had a couple of really intense playoff series in the past. All right, here we go. Conference final. Rangers have the goaltender. Yeah, Shesterkin finished this year very strongly. Tough defense. If Keandre Miller looks like he did in the postseason last year, they're feeling fine. And of course, they have forwards who have been there. They've been down that road. They've had deep runs. They bring in 2 Stanley Cup winners. Yeah. Yeah, so one of the biggest blunders ever in the playoffs was when, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Dustin, when I think it was the Stars. No. The Oilers had a chance to like ice the series or win this playoff game. They have an empty net, and the guy like slips as he's going to like just basically skate into the empty net, and the Oilers take it the other way and score to tie it up in like the last minute. But wouldn't they lose that game in overtime? Anyway, that was one of the great blunders. Patrick Stefan. An original 6 team will compete for the cup. Yeah. Boston, New York. Are they wait? And we also have Toronto. Okay. So we have 3 of the original 6, right? Because yeah. Montreal. All right. The Oilers had the best power play in NHL history. Yes. Skinner is much better than Smith. Yes, I trust Skinner more, especially when it comes to handling the puck or deciding not to. Samuel Frick. Yeah, can't forget that Fort Wayne Comets logo, right? Avs and Oilers in the conference final. Yeah, if Colorado could get relatively healthy, that'd be fun to see them go at it again. All right, we got 66. You're really challenging with my S's here. The more I talk, the more dead my tongue goes. So it sounds like I have like a lisp or like some sort of impediment there. So apologies, but you have to really do those motor exercises. Anyway, Elijah, what's going on? Le Souffle du Dragon. I like defense. Which team would you recommend? Yeah, I mean, this is a homer pick from me, but I like the Hurricanes because they defend well, but they can also use their defensemen offensively well. I mean, the Avalanche can do that too. The Rangers have good defensive weapons. Help me out here, chat. Who else has really good defenders? The Islanders have really good defenders, but they have an exceptional goaltender above all. And the Bruins, of course. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna finish my recommendations without saying the Bruins. All right, Jeff Skinner's dialed in. I hope so. It'd be nice to have a real franchise goaltender in Edmonton. All right. Let's close this out in 5, 4, 3. And John, yeah, I'll agree with you there too, man. All right. All right, we got the Edmonton Oilers going to the Stanley Cup at 61%, and that is in 6 games. All right. Got Edmonton, and please, Bracket Challenge website, do not collapse here. Now, this one's going to be fun. We got the Rangers and the Bruins in the Eastern Conference. Marino was such a good pickup. All right, here we go. Bruins versus Rangers. Terrified for the Bruins. Yeah, I mean they're facing the pressure. They're not the only other team facing pressure, but they've had all sorts of playoff experiences, right? They've probably learned from some of those, I would think. So they could be cool. They could be cool. They can keep it cool, and we'll see what they do. All right, and we've got, of course, wait, I'm sorry, brain fart there. Rangers 4 or 5. All right, here we go. Who do you think is going to win the Eastern Conference Final? Yeah, there are going to be some interesting debates in our streams between the Rangers and Devils, especially, I think. Arizona in 4, snowy. That's the hot take of the whole season. Yeah. All I ask, and you'll hear me say it all postseason long, a little fun, a little friendly smack talk is fine, but remember that people aren't necessarily going to interpret your message the way that you wrote it out. So just keep it friendly as best as you can. And that's what we're all about here. It doesn't matter if somebody's right or wrong. I'm wrong all the damn time. I just want people to feel like they're having fun. All right. All right. I got to redo my whole bracket because the damn website, right? Okay. I got to do this again. Keep those votes coming in the meantime, folks. Okay. That was 6. All right. Now we go here. Leafs, Canes, Rangers. Rangers in 7. Is that what we said? Yeah, we said 7. Actually, the East had 3 finals going to 7 games here. Dan, our moderator, that's what I'm talking about. Make posts that you would feel comfortable with your grandma seeing, right? All right, that was that. And we have the Oilers and the Stars. And we picked the Oilers to go to the final. Okay. There we go. Boston might choke. A couple people have mentioned that. I'm not on the choke train with how experienced they are. All right. This is getting pretty close, guys. This is getting close. We got 72 votes. Keep them coming. Nostalgic mustard. I love mustard. Have you ever had Beaver brand mustard? That might be something that we have here in the Northwest. But they've got like cranberry mustard. They've got jalapeno mustard. It's so good. I'm a fan of gourmet mustard, so I'm a fan of you. How about that? No one believes in the Wild. They're one of the red hottest teams. Jen Toft. This is a random question, Stefan or Stefan. Are you part Danish? That's a very random question I'll ask you. I strangely think now, as if you watched my season predictions video and even the video I made yesterday, I said, Dallas reminds me of the team, or they've been the team I expected them to be, and I had them going to the conference final in the preseason. But something about the Wild being counted out. I know they haven't been lighting it up on the scoreboard, but the goaltending has been really good down the stretch. Not that Dallas doesn't have a great goaltender. I have a weird feeling that Minnesota's going to do something this year. They're kind of overdue, I think. But they're going to be a better team, I would think, going forward a couple of years once you have some of those prospects in the mix too. Norwegian. Okay. Yes, there's a suburb called Gentofte. Yes, I spent a semester in college in Copenhagen. That's why I asked. Not to mention people in the upper Midwest. You got a lot of Norwegian descendants and some Danes and Swedes as well. There you go. Do I think the Hurricanes will do well? Anthony asks. Man, I hate to say it, but I think that if there's a first round upset by a wild card, I think it would be the Islanders over the Hurricanes. But I'm rooting for the Hurricanes the whole way. All right, we got 90 votes, and it's 42 to 41% in favor of the Rangers. So I'm gonna wait till I'm gonna give you about 15 more seconds, guys. A chef's kiss, more like chef's hug. If you've been watching the post game sellies, who's gonna be the Stars playoff MVP? Besides, I would start in goal with Ottinger, obviously. Maybe Heiskanen. We haven't even talked about Miro Heiskanen yet. I think Kevin Bieksa or somebody on Hockey Night in Canada said that he would be the front runner for the Norris Trophy. He's been awesome. I've always liked the way that he distributes the puck. He's a good decision. Kind of reminds me of Devon Taves in that sense, who I love. But yeah, this year he had like 11 goals and 62 assists. All right, we're closing this out in 5, 4, 3, 2, and with 8. Wait a second. Oh, this is tough. This one's tough because 43% said the Rangers in 6 or 7. 40 have the Bruins, but 12% have the Bruins in 4 or 5. So how do I judge this one? Because on the surface, it looks like I should pick the Rangers, but we're just talking about winning the series. That's tough, man. Am I a Stars fan? Nope, I'm just wearing the gear. I'm a Sharks fan. Coin toss? I think you know what, guys? You know what we need to do? We need to do something special, okay? We need to involve. Here's who's going to decide who marches on. We need my dog Cortana to weigh in. Cortana is going to make a decision on who goes to the Stanley Cup final. This is very, very, very important stuff, Twisters. So you got to literally give me about 40 seconds. I'm going to run downstairs, get a treat, actually get 2. One treat will represent one team, one will represent the other, and Cortana will decide who goes to the Stanley Cup final, okay? Yes. And look at Core Python in the chat. He knows what's up. Cortana is going to have to decide. All right. 1 sec. All right. We're going to open it up. Okay. Nothing can stop me. I'm already up. All right, here we go. Let's bring this over here. Okay. Got to get very, very strategic and tactical here, everybody. We have a lot of our gear is hardwired, so it's very difficult to pull this off. Okay. Okay, right here. All right. Bear with me here, guys. All right. Got that. Oh, shit. No. The shot's good. Okay. Are we still good? Gotta tilt the camera down. All right. Here we go, girl. Here we go. If anybody's just popping in here, this is very important. All right. All right, let's see here. So, here, can you shake me? All right. All right, Cortana. Really important, okay? You have to decide who wins the Eastern Conference. In my left hand, in this hand here, we have the Boston Bruins. And in this hand over here, we have the New York Rangers. Bruins, Rangers. Who goes to the Stanley Cup final? She's going to eat both of them, but the one that she gets first is her pick. Bruins, Rangers. Who's it going to be? Oh, she's got the Rangers. Good girl. Okay, you got the other treat. All right. You were a good girl either way, sweetheart. Oh my God, she's got the Rangers. Let me just put everything back together, okay? Hold on, guys. It was just too close. It was too close. Cortana's based. Oh boy. All right. I had to do it. That's what we had to do. Sorry about that. Here. $800 camera. All right, here we go. All right. Sorry for the Bruins fans, but the New York Rangers advance to face the Edmonton Oilers in I mean, hey, either way, if you had the Oilers against either of those two original 6 teams, the ratings for that are going to be nuts, I think. Am I a Halo fan? Yeah, I am. Yeah. So when I got Cortana originally, she was only 6 months old. She was a little puppy, and her name was Karma. And I wanted to name her after a video game character. And so I'm like, all right, well, who's a cool female gaming character? And I was looking up online, and then it like hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, wait a second. Cortana, like one of my favorite games. Yes, by the way, thank you, CJ. We do try to keep things PG here, guys. Like, we want to make sure that any hockey fan can join and not like be kind of intimidated by stuff like that. So just keep it friendly here. Por favor, that'd be awesome. My moderators are wonderful individuals and want everybody to have fun just as much as I do. All right. Okay, so we got the Rangers, and that's going to be in what? Like, do I swear once in a while? Yeah, I do, but like, that's not my platform so much. All right, so we've got the Rangers in 7. That's going to be like quintuple overtime. All right, now we get to the final. And I do self-appoint my moderators, just FYI, folks. So we're good. All right. Let's go to the Stanley Cup final. We got the Rangers and we've got the Oilers. All right. So the Oilers would be the higher seed here. Oilers in 6 or 7, or the Rangers in 6 or 7. All right, here it is. Hextall's gone. Yeah. NHL Pens on YouTube. NHL Pens made a really good video about that. Could the Stars beat the Wild in 5? I think that's a little aggressive. I know, it's Pizza Boer in his first year with a team. Like, they should go on a deep run in theory. But the Wild goaltending has been looking really sharp. Boldy finished the season very strongly. I have a weird feeling that the Wild are actually going to do something unexpected. So yeah, I think though if the Wild go down at the hand of Dallas, I think it's going to be probably a deeper series than 5. Rangers have too much depth. Yeah, the kid line. I'm so glad. It was so weird they didn't play that much together to start the year, right? And then they came back and they basically averaged 20 goals and like 23 assists apiece. For your third line, that's very good. So you got depth in that sense. You've got, Goodrow, who has won a couple cups, and you have Mott is defensively a good centerman there. So wait, is he playing center on that fourth line? I can't remember, but they do have some good depth too. All right, what do the votes look like now? Yeah, I hope so, Dan. I hope so, man. You don't understand the Granlund trade? Yeah, that was kind of weird too, right? Poor Granlund. Oh boy, I'm just thinking about him going like Minnesota, Nashville, and then Pittsburgh. The Jets have a significant chance to beat the Knights. Do I think it's possible? I mean, Kevin Garnett, right? Anything is possible. I don't watch the Jets enough to really find a compelling case beyond Connor Hellebuck. So I'm personally not giving them that much of a chance. But hey, like I said, my season predictions were garbage. So I'm going to be wrong about a lot of stuff here too. Teddy Bluger. Yeah, I know the fans were pretty pissed off to see him go. This year without Edmonton. Oh yeah, don't forget. Never mind. Actually, what were you saying, Ashton? This year without Edmonton having McDavid and Draisaitl, they have a goals for percentage of 55%. Oh my god, that's a great point. That's a really good point. I mean, I hope that we can see more from. Well, then again, Yamamoto plays with Draisaitl right now. I want to see more from 56 out there. Actually, the cool thing with the Oilers winning the Stanley Cup, guys. So get this. If the Oilers win the Stanley Cup, oh no, the website crashed again. God dang it. If the Oilers win the Stanley Cup, I will probably have the option to see the Stanley Cup here in Spokane, 45 minutes away. Because Derek Ryan and Yamamoto are both from Spokane. So we would have 2 days with the Stanley Cup here. And since Tyler Johnson is from here, he also brought the Stanley Cup to town 2 years ago. So if you haven't seen it already, I do have a video. Then again, it's unlisted, but I did get to take a picture with the Stanley Cup here 2 years ago. So yeah, and that's one reason why I would hope that Edmonton wins. I'd love to do that again. But I am going for the Hurricanes. All right. Let's go make all of our predictions. All right, we got Vegas in 6, Avs in 6. Okay, that was that side of the bracket. We got the Boston, Toronto, Carolina, and New York. That was 7, 7, 7, and 5. Okay, Boston versus the Rangers, and the Rangers going. We've got Dallas against Edmonton, but the Oilers advance. And here we've got how many votes do we have? 84. Wow. Let's close this out in about 15 seconds, everybody. No Canadian team can win the cup with Bettman in charge. This is the 30th anniversary, right? I think that's a good time for a curse to be lifted. But Yeah, Bettman would have to probably step down, right? You're going to the Hurricanes and Islanders game. Awesome. Aren't playoff games the best? It feels like it's been forever for me. I went to I went to many 4 years ago for the Sharks, but yeah, everybody should have a chance to see that. Alrighty. We also need to get younger. Oh, for the Penguins. You're welcome, Anthony. I'm glad that folks who aren't as familiar with the NHL or with hockey in general can get something out of my videos. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's close this out in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh man, I can't imagine how much those playoff tickets are, Dustin. Tickets for games 3 and 6. All right, bro. That's gonna be rocking. I mean, you know how that is over there. All right, so we've got the Edmonton Oilers triumphing in the Stanley Cup. Total number of goals, I'm gonna say, let's see here. It goes what? How many games does that go? It goes 6 games. We've got Oilers in 6. And let's see here. How many goals get scored in 6 games? I think the average score is going to be like no slight to Shesterkin, but Oilers will get about 3.6 goals. It's not going to be like incredible, but they're gonna fill the net. The Rangers get 3.2 goals per game, approximately. So we're at 7 goals a game. 51. I'm gonna take the under on that if it's going to be 6 games. I'm going to say 44. Actually, I'll say 44. Oh no. I thought it was going to crash again. 444. Let's go with that. Lock it in. Final answer. All right. All right, guys. So we have the cool thing here is we don't have a 1 seed. We have a 2 versus 3 in the final. No big upsets in the first round per se, but of course that Hudson River battle or whatever they call it, that would be huge. I'll stick around for a few minutes in case you guys have any questions or anything like that. But just a reminder before you go, first of all, do ding the thumbs up because then that way our chats will get even much more lively in our playoff streams. We're going to be live Monday through Thursday this week. I haven't planned out beyond that, but we're going to be live tomorrow. Game 1 for the Kings and Oilers. I'll be doing play-by-play audio for these games. Game 1 on Tuesday between the Avalanche and the Kraken. Game 2 on Wednesday between the Bruins and the Panthers, and Game 2 on Thursday between the Devils and the Rangers. All right. And we'll do more streams beyond that as well, but that's what I have planned so far. So there you go. And I know some people have to go. That's totally fine. And I got to probably get to my sudden death video in just a little bit. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me here. That was fun. And I'm sure we're going to have a blast here during our playoff streams. And thanks, Raiders. I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, it's going to be nuts here. And I'll have the Cortana cam. The Cortana camera will be set up for tomorrow. Yeah, I don't really know how else to leave it. But yeah, hope you're getting stoked for this. And we'll have a lot more fun as the playoffs progress and the stakes get higher. Right, guys? All right. Probably a good time. Probably a good time to bounce out because Cortana. Let's go back to Cortana here. Let's give it up for Cortana, right? Give it up for this little lady here with her cup final prediction just a moment ago. I thought Cortana liked the Islanders. I had a theory about that. I'm starting to think she likes the Rangers. As long as you like the Sharks, Cortana, that's what matters most. You know why? She's a big fan of Barclay Goodrow. That's probably why. All right, gang. Well, you have a great rest of your day. Get some sleep. You're going to need it. I'll catch you later.